excited to have this opportunity to talk with you in advance of World Strategy Week. You're going to be participating in the panel on the role of leaders in strategy success. If you wouldn't mind, begin by giving us some information about your background as a consultant and as a leader in organizations.
Well, I come out of school with a background in computer science, economics, and math, undergraduate, triple major, and had a business degree from the Sloan School of Management at MIT with a concentration in systems and computers, but also strategy and organization development. And right out of Sloan, I joined a startup, 200-person firm based in DC that had a new office in the West Coast of 13 people. And that's where I started. And our job was to figure out, how to perform and grow according to a plan. And if we figured it out, we'd get to keep our jobs. If we did it, we'd be out looking. And long story short, we were quite successful in grooming and growing a business that ultimately became, our part of it was 2,000 people worldwide. At 10 years into a 20-year run with that company, I moved to headquarters and helped grow the larger company to 10,000 people and over $1 billion. So in that 20 years, I got to see a lot of growth and try things and figure some things out about, how do you get an organization to groom and grow and perform according to a plan? And got myself recruited out of that company to a public software company, $200 million company. So I was able to run a whole company at that point. Again, successfully. Ultimately, that company was acquired by Oracle. And I've been helping one company after another, trying to experiment with my methodologies and my way of doing things, which apparently are relatively, unique in that they're not already written down, they're not already taught, they're not already in books. So American University invited me to develop a course for master's students in organization development, help them understand what I had done and what I do when I am working with an organization to get it on track to perform and grow and fulfill its potential. 38 hours of classroom material turned into a packaged set of content, which is the book Manage to Lead, 7 Truths to Help You Change the World. A leader, such as myself or someone I'm helping, would be wise to follow some of the actions that are driven by what I call 7 truths that are very simple to say, easy to understand, but very difficult to implement. Each of the truths drives an action, and sometimes it's easier to remember the action than the truth. But basically, each truth encapsulates an entire body of knowledge and drives a whole set of actions. But the first thing is to know that every business exists principally to solve a problem for a customer. So that begs a question. Well, whose problem do you solve? And then how do you do it and how well do you do it? The truth is that the business exists to solve a problem for a customer. The action that drives is the quest for clarity about whose problem you solve how. And once you're clear about that, then you have to get a team involved to apply their great strengths collectively to create a synergy of leadership. And no one leader can do much alone, which is the truth. Therefore, what you want to do is build a team where you take strong people and have them all aligned around employing their great strengths for the same purpose, and you get a multiplier effect. It's phenomenal. And so that's what we say is the second truth in the action that it drives. The third is that, when that team gets itself together and goes off-site and figures out, okay, here's where we are, here's where we need to be, here's what we have to do differently, they come up with a list of things to do, and they go off and do them, and then a year later they have another off-site and come up with the same list. The reason is they didn't get it done. And one of the reasons that doesn't get done is that they haven't really taken the story that drives the things that need to be done and brought it to life. And what we say is the third truth is that context matters. It's not just what you have to do. It's where are you now? Why is that not acceptable? And you have to change. What really good things happen if we change? What really bad things happen if we don't? So what leaders are wise to do is know that you've got to do and review so that you have a people go off and do something. The number one reason things go off track is lack of management attention. If the manager, the leader says, hey, how's it going? In a systematic, orderly way and creates a governance process that brings the team back to the table on a regular basis and says, what did you say you were going to do? What did you actually do? What happened when you did it? What did you learn from that? What do you plan to do next? If a group of people are commissioned to provide that sort of a governance forum on a regular basis, you dramatically increase the odds of success. What we suggest people do is, in addition to setting up a governance structure like I mentioned, go tap into people who have done what you're doing and been successful, learn the lessons, know what works, what doesn't, best practices, metrics to watch. They know. Go find those people and tap into them. We call those advisors. And then look at how well you're doing as an individual and look for people who can help evaluate, assess, and coach you to do even better. The next truth is that growth is good. That no matter what you're doing, you can probably do it better, bigger, whatever impact you're having, why not do it to scale? So the idea is to improve systems and processes as you grow, but only just enough to support and drive even more performance and growth. And if you go too much, then you can burden the organization and drive it to the ground. The seventh truth is that it's okay to do what you're good at and what you like doing. And it's okay to want to do what you're good at and what you like. And a lot of people don't know that. They think it's important to want to do something that pays more, has a bigger office, or has more prestige. The reality is that most of us will do a far better job if we are doing something that we like and that we're good at, and if we can come to terms with that and actually want to do what we're good at and what we like, remarkable things can happen. And I think one of the jobs of a leader is to do that for themselves, to know what they're good at and what they like, and to let themselves do it, and to actually aspire to do it and fulfill that potential themselves, and to work with people in their organization to help them essentially align themselves with the same exact formula. Figure out what they're good at, figure out what they like. If those are things that you need them to do, encourage them to do it by letting them know you value that and you think it's the right thing for them to do and you'd like them to do it. It's one of the biggest things a leader can do. And when you take all of these truths, you can see that they apply to any level of system, in the sense that they work for a person trying to lose weight or stop smoking or get fit. They also work for a small group, a team, a unit, a business, a community, a town, a country, a society. Any level of system, these points apply. And they're all rooted in theory that comes from the world of organization development. And there's good reasons why all these things work. And it's not that hard to do, but it does take a different kind of lens, a different kind of effort. And in a way, it becomes a race between doing things the way you've always seen them done before and stepping back and saying, wait a minute, there's another way to come at this. Maybe I'll give that a try. Try it, it works, and then you do it some more.